G'day, Reggie. My name's Cam, mate. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you. The bloke told me the next step.
Beauty, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, you should be really, really proud of yourself. You've just completed the 12-week program we do here. It's just a fantastic effort. So, good for you, pal. Good for you.
Yeah.
Mate, if you can do that, you can do anything. So
The
world
it's
is
a bit like the first step on the ladder. Really, Cam. I've got so far to go.
Look, that's you've got a long way to go from looking at the information we've got here, which is not a lot. We'll go through that in a sec, but look, you've got a lot to go through. But that's such a positive way to start from getting through this rehab program. It's not easy.
Oh well, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Reggie, like the success rate of people who have completed that successfully, the course that you've just done, the success rate of them going on and bettering their lives is astonishing. So you've got some real positive things to look forward to, I think.
Yeah.
But again, good on you, mate. It's just a brilliant effort.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, considering I was everything was so hopeless, and now I kind of feel like I'm ready to take it on a bit better.
Good on you, mate. That's great. I mean, we've not met before, but you seem really clear already in your intentions, and your positivity is looking good. So it's good to have you here. It's like the fact that you got through that course already shows that you want to get better and you want to do better things.
You get off the shit and you have been sleeping well, having a good diet.
Sure. Yeah.
Exercise and all that sort of stuff.
Well, there's things that we can look forward to and
I'm really looking forward, mate.
Beauty, mate.
I haven't seen my wife and kids for so long. And,
okay.
And instead of just.
How long has it been since you've seen the wife?
A couple of years.
A couple of years, yeah, rightio. So we'll work on that. That's something we can work. If you got. You'd like to maybe reconnect with those guys?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well, that's
there's so much that needs to be done. I need somewhere to live. I need to be able to I need to be able to wake up in the morning and do a day.
Do a day and then
not just one, but do every day.
Take every day, one day at a time, but then go from one day to another.
But what I mean is I don't want to go back.
Absolutely not. No,
so
we're going to work
every
together.
Every day I want to get closer.
Beauty, mate. That's awesome. I love your attitude. So that's what this is all about. I'm basically your if it's all cool with you, I'll be your case planner. Your case manager, and together we'll put a case plan together.
That's what the bloke said. You'd be able to help me get the next steps on the ladder going.
That's right. So
I still feel like I'm in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see the daylight up there.
Well, one thing I need to tell you that I want to work with you. You're in charge here. I'm working with you if that's going to be okay with you. Basically, my role in this situation will be to coordinate services for you, the appropriate services for you, the ones that you want to use, and the ones that are going to be best in your best interest.
Oh, right.
So we can go through some different services.
So you know all of the organisations and the things you're going to help me.
That's what I'm here for you. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So again,
that's really hard. Even filling in the bloody forms for Centrelink, that stuffs me. I mean, probably better at it now than I might have been a couple of weeks ago.
You'll find that your head's probably a lot clearer than it has been in a long time. But these things take time, so don't put yourself under any pressure. We will work together. I'm here for you. So we'll work together.
Sounds great.
So I've got my role. You've got your role. Your role is to set some goals and set some achievable goals. Not to hear me playing full forward for Collingwood next year, but some lifestyle kind of goals that we can make.
I'd be bloody lucky if I can run the line.
Well, you're 44. You're looking good though, Reggie. You're looking good.
I'll probably be that one. Watch the game on.
You can be the third umpire.
I'll be the fifth umpire.
The fifth umpire. Yeah. So, as well as setting those goals, your role. Again, we're working together. You're in charge of it. It's really important for you to work out what goals you have, and then really do your best to achieve them and achieve them. So we'll work together with that. I'm sure that you've been told this a million times here at the centre that about legalities, but just as far as you and I go and the services we use, I really need to remind you that the Privacy Act of 1988 is crucial in this situation. Meaning anything that we talk about is kept completely confidential between you and I. If we need to refer you to another service, we'll go through that together, and if you're happy, you'll sign a consent form, and then the information will get sent to them. Again, or in the interest of you, the only time things would be would have to tell a third party is if we have to comply with court orders. So if there's been an issue with the law that is still outstanding, or if something crazy happens.
I know things were pretty rough at home, but as far as I know, the missus hasn't got a court order stopping me from coming home.
Well, cool. Yeah, we'll work all that out. But
I wouldn't want to do it until I'm ready anyway.
Sure, matey. Well, let's. You've got time. You've done your 12 weeks rehab. Again, it's just an amazing effort. So slowly but surely, we will keep on moving forward.
All right. Well, you know, there's a couple of things. Like, I've been bumming around and doing stupid things ever since I was sort of like 15 years old, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sure.
And so, like, I'm thinking now, what could I do? You know, like, if I got trained as a forklift driver and I got a driver's license, I might be able to like work warehousing or doing deliveries or something. But then, like, what are they going to want to hire a 44-year-old crim with a 30-year bloody record for drug and juvenile violations? Like, how do you get through that?
We'll get through that. We'll work together and get through that. There's organisations out there that will help with that. So again, I'm not an expertise in a lot of things that we'll need to refer you on to. Yeah. But that's what I'm here for, is to help you.
So you can
find the services.
You can connect me to the.
That's right. And I was on the internet earlier today, just going through a couple of resources we might use. We'll go through in a sec. But just back to the legalities, I just need to stress that all stakeholders in this situation with you, they also must adhere to all these legal responsibilities with the Privacy Act and so forth. Also, the Anti-Discrimination Act of 1991 is something we've always got to keep in our heads.
Is that something that's going to work against me, or is that something
that's going to work for you? Absolutely, 100% for you. Right. Yeah. So just so
if somebody says we don't want you around here because you're an ex-druggie, you can say, well, mate, you can't say that to me.
Absolutely, you've got rights as much as any other citizen in society. So. Everyone's had a little bit of a scratchy past. We need to, which moves me on actually to, if I can, sorry to jump from one thing to another bit. I just think it's really important, as you say that, instead of dwelling on past behaviours that you've come to realise you don't find acceptable. Yeah. We're going to use a couple of approaches. One being a strength-based approach. And with the strength-based approach, we focus on not the things that you've done bad in the past, or the things that you regret, or the things that you might feel that society have judged you badly for. We're going to work on the things that you're good at, your strengths, and even the strengths that you might not even know that you have. And I bet over the last 12 weeks you've found quite a few strengths that you probably thought you've never ever had before in your life as well. So the strength that you had to be able to get through this course, for example, your ability to work with people to get to where you are now at finishing this 12-week course. So many things that you've done over the last 12 weeks. And I'm sure there's so many other things that you have done and you can do, which we're going to use to create some positive goals and get some positive achievements out of it using the things that you're good at. Let's not worry. Let's not dwell on the past. Let's not dwell on any negative kind of thoughts. Let's stay positive and work with those strengths that you have.
Build the rungs on the ladder, and each time I build a rung, I'm a little bit closer to.
That's exactly right. To each goal.
Yeah.
So another approach I just wanted to quickly talk about is the person-centered approach.
Sorry, the what?
It's called a person-centered approach, which basically means that the approach it centres around you, Reggie. So
sorry.
No. Don't be
I thought
sorry.
I need to look at everyone that I'm dealing with and think, what's
no.
this bloke want? What can I do for you?
No.
For me.
So basically,
right. See, mate, I'm not used to having anybody on my side, right?
yeah. Well,
I'm
remember you've had
shit, you know.
You keep on remembering though. You've had a lot of people on your side the last 12 weeks.
Well,
And a lot of people that you didn't know 12 weeks ago have grown very fond of you and are very proud of what you've just done. So again, let's stay strong and try and be positive through this. With that person-centered approach, basically everything that we do together here, ultimately you make all the decisions. I'm here just to support you in your in making those decisions.
Okay.
But everything that we do, so I'm not telling you anything, I'll give you advice.
So you're not pushing me to do things
do
that I don't want
so
to do or I can't do.
100%.
You're going to find out what I can do and
That's
then
right.
build on that.
And build on that at 100%. So
Mate,
with the
that's
person
what I
centered,
need.
yeah.
I mean, there's things that are never going to be fixed. You know, I've got bloody HIV, don't you? Is that in my notes? You read that?
It was, yeah. So
Oh,
Reggie,
fuck, you know.
yeah, I know. Look, it's a tough one to
I
deal with, but
knew that if you're going to be shooting up something, that you get something that you like. I'm not gay.
yeah. Look, you know, Reggie, but that doesn't matter if you are or not, or you know, it's like so. That's the thing, you know, with this whole road we're going down. You know, you'll get better and better, and as you learn that you don't like people judging you, you'll learn that it's probably not the best for you to judge other people for certain things as well. But that's all about growing and getting stronger as well.
Okay.
So basically, with this person-centered approach, it's we're using a holistic view, taking into consideration everything in your life, everything that is happened to you, and everything that, but not dwelling on it, but just not dismissing that from our approach to what is best and worst for you.
Right.
So basically, positive and negative influences your life. You know, we need to work those out, which is good, which is bad, and obviously stay away from the bad. And
Some of the
work
counsellors
towards
in the
good.
last 12 weeks have been waking me up to some of that stuff.
I bet they have. Yeah, some good people there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, so with the stakeholders and the support networks we use, as far as the legalities, they have the same legal responsibilities as we were talking about before with the Privacy Act and Anti-Discrimination Act and so forth. But they also have an ethical responsibility, to do everything in your best interest. So the person-centered approach we use will transform onto the services that we decide to use as well, or you decide to use as well. So it's all pretty exciting, Reggie. I know you've got some things going on with the HIV and things like that, but again, let's just remember that you've just done an amazing effort by completing this. And with the HIV, like modern medicine and services these days, they make it's not. It's still a hell of a disease, but there's ways of living
Well, I
life.
know that
Again,
it's not going to get any worse.
I've got a couple of places written down here too, which again, I'm no expert as far as the medical situation with HIV, but I'm here to support you, and I found some good support services we'll go through in a second.